Hello everyone, good evening, and welcome to the Colonists. I'm Modi Operandus. The Colonists is a building colony sim, but instead of playing as people, you're playing as these cute little robot creatures that are going around. They've eschewed the oppression of the humans of Earth, and they've struck out on their own to find their own humanity and to build their own civilization. The game basically plays out a lot like Banished, but with a little more of a high-tech theme and cute little robots doing everything instead of very vulnerable villagers. So this game, I played through the beginning of it on the Twitch stream a few weeks ago when it first came out, and that came out back on October 24th, so it's available on Steam now if you want to check it out. And we played through the first two campaigns, and that helped us get through all the tutorial kind of stuff, and they really let you off the rails a lot when you get to the next later parts, which is great because I can, don't have to sit through a bunch of tutorial stuff, but also bad because I've forgotten most of it now. Anyways, we'll get into it here, and we'll try to cobble it back together again. I might forget some things along the way, but hopefully it'll be all right. And we'll play through a new scenario here, and we'll be playing through this one called the High Seas. And this is an ocean exploration one. We're going to start on a very limited resource island, and we'll have to develop the resources to branch out, go new places, explore and find new resources on new lands within this planet here. The game is, this scenario is going to be 2 years, 3 years, or 5 years for the goals here. This will probably take about maybe 3 or 4 episodes, I imagine. So I'll break this up in a reasonable length of episodes here, and we'll play through the scenario and see what we think of the game here. It's pretty neat. Anyways, I should also mention the developer did provide me a copy of this game so I could check it out for you guys. So thank you to them for providing it. I just have to disclose that kind of thing legally. Now we're all kosher. So let's get into the Colonists here and see what it's all about. As I said, I played through a little bit of this, so we're familiar with some of the things going on here, like the little rocket landing here and the cute little robot's gonna poke his head out here. Looks pretty good. All right. Yeah, so they're amazingly cute robots. It's like a combination of Wall-E, and this is like the children of Wall-E, basically. Children of Wall-E and Eva. Or Eve, whatever her name is. It was Eve A, right? So it was Eva. Anyways, now we've discussed the finer points of Wall-E, let's get into the game here. I'm going to pause it here so we're not wasting time. I'm going to hit that 2-year goal. I'm not probably going to hit that 2-year goal. We're just going to play through as best we can here, and I'll try to take it slow enough that you guys can keep up what's going on here. So, these guys right now, what they're doing is we've taken not just robots with us, but we've taken a bunch of resources with us as well. They're unloading the truck here for our little trip, and they're pulling off like this energy, for instance. This energy helps our buildings to function. They need energy to run. We'll need to, there's a limited amount of stuff here though, so we have to like make sure we're using this efficiently and that we have some self-sustaining systems set up by the time all these initial resources run out. And there's not a lot in there. The basic resources you're seeing here are logs, energy. There's also later we'll get stone, we'll get bricks and steel and iron and glass and all that stuff here. There's also water and food. I don't know if the robots eat or not, but food is required to do certain things in the game. Maybe they are eating. I don't know. But then there's also different things we'll get like iron ore, coal, clay, all different kinds of stuff we'll gather along the way here. And all of these represent the different resources we'll gather. And we can get little kind of readouts of what we're using and what we're maintaining and kind of get some stats and graphs. Who doesn't love graphs? Anyways, let's build some of our first things here. We got on this island. We have a lot of trees. Well, not a lot of trees, but some trees anyways. We have a little bit of stone deposits over here and over here. And then that's about it. There's some fish that are over here, it looks like. Okay, that's good for food. Okay, so maybe we should build our residences going this direction for now. Maybe start with this little area over here. We'll need to do some leveling up though, so we can't depend on this for the only source of food. We'll need to build some farms and that kind of thing too. To build farms, we'll need to use some grassland, so I think I want to build this way initially. And you'll see this little pylon right here. This pylon is basically the start of our roads. All the robots follow these little transportation paths, and they're very logical, like robots should be, not like humans. We're just doing whatever. They just follow these paths right down the roads, and they don't diverge from them at all for the most part here, unless they're programmed to do so. And so the first couple things we're going to need to build here are a lumberjack hut here. Lumberjack hut is going to let us get logs by cutting down trees around them. They won't plant new ones though, mind you. So we have to use what we have first here with the ones that are already planted. And then eventually we'll be able to do forestry. And these guys actually plant saplings, which grow up and get big and tall and get cut down with lumberjacks. So they work hand in hand here. I'm just going to put this guy right here right now. And it's going to get built here in just a couple seconds. And then we'll have a lumberjack who's going to be hired for the job here. He's going to run around and get the good stuff for us. So as you can see, they need to bring over energy. They need to bring over some wood. And they're just dropping it off at this depot here. And this guy's job is to work this road here. This guy's job is to work this road here. So if anything's going his direction, he's going to take it where it needs to go. Construction is complete on our lumberjack hut already. It's going to take power and trees and create logs with that. Is what the deal there is. And we can see some stats. We can see some different things with that building. And then we can see some general overall stats for the overall colony maintenance here. So we can see how much was used in the last day, how much was gathered in the last day. We can see if we're over under on production or supply or anything like that. Anyways, let's not waste any more time here. What else do we need right now to get started? I think what we're going to need is some houses. Houses are great because they can produce power for us. They use water and they use food to produce power. So I don't know if they're actually eating it or not, but they definitely do produce something for us with it. I'm going to put some houses right next to our lumberjack place here. I'm going to put a couple of them in, and I'm going to put like 3 of them in for now. And I'll build those 3 right away here. And that'll produce us a good supply of energy. As long as we have those built and can produce food, we'll be okay on energy going here on out. Because now we have a lumberjack working here someplace. Is he working already? There he is. He's already working, this lumberjack bot. Going around here, you'll see his energy depletes as he goes, and he comes back here for a little fill up, and then he goes back out with his little axe above his head and starts whacking down some trees. Takes a few chops on it, knocks it down, and he takes it home with him. So he's gonna stockpile that. We're gonna have logs then, and those are all of our buildings. So now we have some residences. This is our kind of our residential in this area here, and these guys will produce power for us. Now, the only thing is that I put this cabin right here, this lumberjack hut right here, but there's going to be resources over here I need to get too. So we're going to have to build another road going through here. We might have to demolition this at some point in the future so we can build a road through here. But that'll be a problem to solve another day here for now. We will just worry about the tasks at hand here. So the next things we need to get food. Right now we're short on food. As you can see, we only have 3 residents that need it, and nobody producing at the moment. So let's get that built before we get too far along here. We can take a look at the fishing hut. The well is another big thing. We'll need that well done pretty soon here. Let's put this well like right next to these. That'll provide water for our people. Next thing we can do is the sheep farm, and we need a big wide open area for that. And I'm thinking we'll put it over here. Thing is, I want to leave space for roads to be built eventually. So I think, well, let's not worry about it too much here for right now. We won't worry about it too much. We can always move stuff later if we need to. So I'm going to put in oh, that was a well. I don't need to put that in here. Hold on. We got to do our first demolition. Didn't mean to do that. Store that well. I need to put in a sheep farm. That's what I actually want to put in. Sheep farm will go in here, and it takes up a little bit of room. Let's do that. And then with the sheep farm, we just need to connect a big chunk of designated space to it, like this right here. This says sheep. We need to change the spaces for it. We need to attach 50 spaces to become a sheep farm. And so it does take a little bit of room to make a nice big sheep pasture, as it should. That's fine though. We can handle that. We are at 33. That's 40. It's 47. We just need to do 3 more. I'm gonna do those 3 right there. So that's the maximum we can place. And I wonder if we can get by without it. Nah, it's fine. We can leave how it is. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take those ones out. I'm going to do shift to remove those. I'm going to put them back over like right in the middle here. Because that way we have room for something to build people back here eventually. And that will be good. So let's hit prioritize. No, it's prioritize is fine. Let's hit finish. That's what we want to hit there. And then unpause, and they'll start working on that next chance they get. So then we're going to have water and food, no problem here. Right now they can't produce anything because they don't have those 2 resources, but they will shortly. So we got the well constructed. They'll be harvesting water from this well here, and this well can supply an infinite source of water, but it does 4 per day. And these guys will need 1 per day. So we're going to be set. We can have 1 more house actually with that 4. Maybe we should just do that right away so we know we're kind of balanced as far as our resources go. Let's put in 1 more house here. Should I put it in here or should I put it further along? Let's do this. Let's put it further along. Right over here. So there's a residence. Let's put it right. Let's put it right next to the well. It's not on a road, but we can use paths to get down to it. So if we don't have enough road, we can just path it like that. And that'll connect it in. The robots that aren't programmed to, like this guy's programmed to just seek out logs, but these guys aren't programmed to leave the track. They won't unless they get to one of these nodes, I guess. They can depart it for a little while there. But for the most part, these guys just sit on the road and wait to pick up stuff between point A and point B. So we have a sheep farm going on. Our robots are becoming farmers. They're getting some mutton or whatever from the sheep here, taking it over to the storage facility over here, and then distributing it to the homes who are now producing power for us. Just like that. We're getting 4 power per day. Now, we're not going to be using it much, but they will be getting 4 power per day. And how much can this produce? Let's make sure this is going to produce enough. This can produce 4 per day as well, so it actually works out perfectly. Go figure. It's programmed that way. Let's see what else we want to do next then. So we have the farm set up. We have our resources there. The next thing we want to build are a surface mine. And we need to put this is going to take 2 power per day. And it's going to take some resources. So it's going to take some resources. We tell it to build stone. It's going to grab the stone. Now, I don't think we can reach this stone because it's outside of our blue area right now. So we could put it over here and get some of that stone over here. Let's also take a look and see. This is nice passive income over here if we get those fish built. Provides more food for our people. Looks like we're 1 short on food still. 1 food in storage, 1 building needs food. That should be perfect. It should be perfectly matched right now. Don't know why it's not. It might just be a little bit off is the problem. Once these guys start producing power, we're not going to need too much more, I think. They're producing 1 power per day. How much is this using up? It's using up 1 power per day and it's producing 1.2 per day. So that should be fine. Okay, so let's take a look and see what we want to build next year. The goal right now is to get to the point where we can build. We need to build a harbor. To get the harbor, we need to get construction 1 unlocked, which means we need to work towards getting ourselves a research facility. Let's see. There it is, the workshop. The workshop takes 3 power per day and some raw resources to make research points, basically. That's how we can level up. We have tech research. So we need to get that built relatively soon here. Let's do that right now. Put that right there. Start getting it built. Now to build this, they need stone. So we need to build that as well over here. Let's get that built now too. And then we'll see where we're at as far as resources after that. So we'll go road from here to here. And then we'll put in our stone mason thing back over to there, I think. A little far away from... Should we go off the beaten path and put it back over here? Or should we put it like right on the thing? He can walk over there. I just don't want to have them traipsing through all that. So I'm going to do like this. I have to get it fully contained within the area though, is the thing. So I'm going to do this. And I'm going to do this with a road. Like so. And then we'll just do a little path to get the rest of the way. Roads are generally faster because you can do little depots between them. The paths, we don't want to do too many paths because it doesn't work as efficiently if we do all the paths for everything. Okay, so we got our nice little town going on over here. They're sleeping at the moment because they actually are full up on energy, it looks like, possibly. Or maybe just nothing else to do. This is getting built and it'll start providing stone for us. But the stone is going to have its own costs associated. We might need to start getting more energy than we are producing right now. This is going to take some time. It's got some of the energy it needs, but not the stone. So that'll be coming next. And then we'll see where we're at for production. Make sure we're making our demands here. See where we're at right now. Right now it's matching right now. It's demands at 75, production's at 100%, and we're matching it all right now. We need 2 per day surplus. That's perfect. That's perfect. That should be enough to satisfy the stone miner. And he looks like he's headed over there. Axbot Sheila is taking care of the stone mining. And we're going to set this to stone, make sure it's selected for stone. Okay, so she's going to gather stone for us. And has the energies already sitting there for her. That's nice. She's going to get to work. Now, she'll only mine what's in our zone right now. We'll expand at some point in the future, but that's going to be what it is for right now. So, with that now, we can actually probably look at expansion a little bit. Let's take a look here quick. The Watchtowers are what we need to build next. And let's see. This takes 1 wood per day, and it provides 10 work per day. Okay. So we put it like right here. And it's going to give us an expanded view out to there. What I would like to do is get it so we can get that water if we can. But we're not going to get that far, it looks like. Over here, is there any fish or anything like that? There's nothing good over that way. I think we need to build this direction here. We're going to have to build a couple watchtowers, as you can see. And we'll get this connected to a road. That's as far as we can take it right now. Let's do this. Let's do a path for now. And that should connect it in. Now this guy's full up on logs. He can't store anything else, so he's not working anymore. So we do have a little bit of a surplus right now. What I'm going to build next, I think, is a storage. So we have some more spots to put things. Let's put a storage nearby. Oh, I don't want to do it there. I want to do this over here. The symbols are the same, so I get confused by it a little bit. Let's see. Storage, small storage yard. Okay. We'll do that. Put it right over here. Right next to the houses. They don't really care about building what's built next to them. They don't have like pickiness or anything like that you'd see in like Banished, for instance. Any other builders who care about the beautification of their area. The robots understand. Industry. Industry drives everything forward. Now, we are running into a situation here. We have this big workshop put in, and we need to get over here to put some more resources in, I think, because we have a lot of open land over here. And I can't do that very easily, but we do get the workshop now. Okay, so that's good. We can actually select our next research, and we're going to get ourselves... we need construction 1, which we need to build scaffolding and stone masonry. Let's do scaffolding. It's going to cost us 10 planks per day. All right, now in order to do that, though, we need to provide 3.3 planks per day in order to provide it. So we need to actually build another thing here, which is the sawmill. The sawmill is found underneath... Is it here? No, it's under here, under industry. So we put the sawmill in, and we're going to put the sawmill back over here, I think, if I can. And then we're going to have to find a way to connect it. Now, I don't want to have it connected... Let's do this. It's gonna take a little bit of doing, but we're gonna get a road back there. We should have thought about this ahead of time, but I don't build that way. Thinking about things. And we'll do that for now, and that'll get some robots in between all these spots here. But it's gonna open up some areas for us over here. So we put the sawmill in, and the only problem with this is gonna have to run resources from here to over here. I don't think we're gonna be able to bring them directly. Okay, we got territory gained with the new Ernesto's Watchtower here. And this is actually going to give us more stone deposits to access as well, which is good. And yeah, this is kind of a mess. I wonder if I should just take this guy out, because it seems to be the cause of many problems for me right now. Let's pause this. Do I want to take this guy out so we can put a road going this direction? And I think I do. Let's do it. Let's destroy this. And do that. And then I'm going to put the road back in over here. And then we can put the sawmill in over here, and it's going to be much more efficient. It's going to be expensive to do it this way, but it's going to be more efficient for sure. Put that in there. Put the sawmill next to that. There. Now that we have stone, the sawmill's no problem. And then we'll also put in maybe some forestry over here as well. And now we have this put in, we can actually put in another quarry over here when it's ready. What's this guy's doing? What's this problem here? Rules? Any. Store any. All right, they should be using it. I think this probably because they're not using it because they actually are full of resources at the moment. Now, I don't know what happened to our wood supply. I might have killed it all when I did that, the deconstruct here. Yeah, I might have destroyed it all. Oh, that's too bad. Needs logs in order to build it. Oh no. That's not good. This thing is slowly generating resources also. It's getting 0.13 energy and 0.3 logs per day. So it's going to take some time to recover now. What I can do is actually set the speed higher, and that'll get us built faster then. Once this lumberjack hut is done, it's done working. Okay, so he's getting more logs again. Okay, so slow it down again. All right, and then that should be good now. Maybe speed 2 is probably good right now. Storage, it should work. Well, let's put in logs and stone and energy and water. There, now let's store stuff in it. Looks like they weren't using it before. So that's working nicely. These guys are doing the handoffs nicely. Everything's working okay. I'm going to take away this last little bit here. I want to see if I can build rows over the top of it, actually. Let's just see if we can do that, because that would be nice. It does let me. Good, good, good. I like that. Because what we're trying to do is get down over here where we can get that fish. I don't know if we can just yet, because the fishing hut needs to be out into the water here a little bit. Yeah, I can't do it very easily. We got to get a little more space over back here. But we'll put those watchtowers in and we'll get that done here soon. All right, planks created. Good. We got our first planks created from the Shanta's Sawmill. Needs logs for that. He's going to bring them over and they're going to take it right over there. Once they have those on hand, they'll bring right over. And this needs planks as well for the system too. So this is going to work as fast as it can. Where are deficiencies right now? I think it's planks are the deficiency right now. It should be okay. I think we'll get there soon. The next thing we need to do is build in some forestry, because you can see our resources are starting to dwindle here a little bit. So let's do some forestry and get ourselves back to a good number of trees here. Let's do the planting area. Let's see. And we don't have to plant the whole area over here. We can let him cut down the rest of it here. Let's do that. That'll be this small area right here. Hopefully that's enough trees to keep him busy. He does a lot per work, but we can always expand it later. Maybe we go back another row or two here. Once they're all ready here. Okay, construction's completed. He's going to start planting some trees around here. And then we'll work on clearing these stumps as well once he's done. So I think we might hit an energy deficiency here soon. Let's see what we're doing here for energy. How's it coming along? Let's see. We're producing a little bit below the demand right now. If we add in more houses, though, we're getting more water and more food. How much is this producing? Well, actually, we have a lot of surplus of food here, sitting here. It provides 4 per day. Current demand on energy is what? Current demand is 6 per day. No, 4 per day currently. We're currently producing a 2.8, but we have max of 4.3. This current is only 1, so we're actually producing enough energy, so that's why it's not really causing any alarms right now. Over here is the problem. I don't know how to speed this up at all. He's missing planks at the sawmill. Even though it's right across the street, it's still not efficient enough to get stuff done properly. That's okay. Maybe the combination of having the trees close by now, because he's walking pretty far for those trees. Once this is done with the planting here and growing, these guys will be right on top of each other, which is good. Okay, so now we gotta start thinking about food. Let's go like this. Let's see what another watchtower is gonna take for us. Put a watchtower there on the sea, maybe. Let's put in a road from here to here. Up like this. And that's connected now. It needs logs, which is fine. It's going to shut down our sawmill a little bit, but that's okay. These are growing pretty quickly. I don't know if it's growing fast enough for them. Maybe we need to do more here, actually. I'm gonna see about doing more land for it. Let's do this. Let's do a little bit more back here. Doesn't tell us how many we need to build or anything like that, but we can get an idea. There's a log. And if he can plant these as fast as he's harvesting them, if he never gets these other things over here, then that's perfect. Because he's going to plant whatever's closest first, I think. That's kind of how he works. Our efficiency right now is 50%. Average productivity, I mean, that's not great, but it's okay. Research for scaffolding's complete, so we can pick our next research project then. And then we get construction 1, which is going to open up all kinds of new stuff. We can also do transportation. We need the cobblestone roads. Unlocks a road layer, stone roads, and then brick roads, steam engines. What we need is like travel though. Okay, I think we need this construction 1 though. So let's just do stone masonry. Next. And that's going to take 10 stone every 10 stone at 3.3 per day. So it's going to take 3 days then at production levels here. And 10 total stone. That's not that much. The sawmill's going to fill up pretty quickly here now then. I might just halt production on this. Right now we have a first surplus on this now, I think. Current demand is 0. I'm going to halt production on this guy here. Because we don't need it. We don't need it. Once he's, you know, they're just going to sit there sleeping until they're ready, which is fine. They can go just rest and save the energy for us for now. Next, we want to build... Well, we need to build this on the water, don't we? There's a little bridge here. Not the bridge, the fishing thing here. Fishing up to 1.3 fish per day. All right, that's done. That was quick. I guess we have so much stone already on hand. That was very quickly. Okay, so let's do select research. Now we'll take a look at construction needs both those things. So we should probably keep the construction going here. Let's get that research going here, and then we'll get this guy going again. Well, it was nice while it lasted. Territory gained? Cool. So we're ready for fish over here then. That's going to help us with the food. And then when we have extra food, we'll have extra everything else. Can't build fishing net? Why? Oh, because it needs to be like right there, I see. Like so. That works. And then we can put in we need to put a little road in there? Or is it connected? It might need a little tile in there. Just a little path to try enough. There we go. All right, so that's going to get constructed here in a minute. Just needs 3 logs. That should be done in minutes. He's over. They're bringing the logs over. A couple at a time. Here comes some more. I love the handoff here. This is a relay system. I love it. So the story here is that these robots, as mentioned earlier, I kind of alluded to it, but the robots got sick of humanity's oppression, escaped Earth, and they want themselves. They want the ability to become human themselves, basically. Missing resources, blocked roads. Oh, that's new. Oh, get that into storage, guys. We got storage for a reason here. All right, so that's that. We're gonna get some more food now. And the food is going to help us get more production. We'll take a look and see if we can keep an eye on food. We have 7, we have 6. What's our production per day here right now? We need is 5. Our current demand is 4. We can produce 5.3. Okay. Fish created. We have fish now. Let's build a watchtower going this direction now so we can get to this island over here maybe. But I don't know if we want to get all of it included, but it'd be a good idea, I think, at some point here. Because this stone's going to run out over here pretty soon. Let's see, how are we doing on energy? Everything good on that? The construction right now is the only thing being held up, it looks like. It's just logs needed so quickly. I could build a second lumberjack in. It's going to take more energy. We could really use it, I think. There, build that guy into there. And then we'll be getting even more trees. He might travel all the way over to here for those. I don't know. But it looks like I have made plenty of farming for these guys. He's not traveled over here to get any of these yet at all. So that's good. I might not even need this thing just yet. Could shut it down, but that's all right. We'll leave it. I think the next thing we'll need probably is energy. After we get both these farms going here. Energy deficiency now. Yep, it's finally happened. Okay, so now we're gonna create a bunch more deficiencies by doing this. But we need to get some roads built. I got an unfortunate little gap here. I don't like that, but that's all I can do. We'll put in another residence. Put in right there and connected via paths. And that should get built here momentarily. How's this coming along? Do we have all the wood there? They have 11 of 15. It needs energy still. It's got the stone. It just needs the energy, it looks like. Planks are needed urgently. So it doesn't have enough there. Okay. It needs 2.5 per day for a number of days. We're at 93. It's close to being done. It's not going to stop, though. Let's keep this guy busy. He's got enough now. Maybe the problem is he has to walk so far? I don't know. All right, so how are we doing on energy? Are we still short? Demand is currently 7 max. We have 5.3 possible, but we're not at the max ever. Current demand is 5. We have 5.3, so we might get a point where we're low. Research is done. This guy's going to go into kind of hibernation now. And then we can build. Construction speed doesn't really help me that much. Maybe scaffolding 2. Is there anything that's going to like help us in the immediate future here? We need the higher level workshop for that. Let's just do the construction speed then. Actually, no, let's take a look at here. Mining 1 unlocks coal and clay and salt at the level 2 surface mines. There's also agriculture workshop. Let's see, increases sapling growth speed of 15%. That might be helpful. Let's do that. That's actually going to have a measurable difference. Cobbled roads, boat building. That's what we need. Unlocks the construction of boats at the boatyard. That's what we need. That's what we need. And research speed increased by 10%. We should do that as well here soon. I don't think we'll need military in this one at all. Let's take a look and see where we're at now with energy. Our needs being met. We need a 5. We have a 4.6. So we're gonna have a little lack of energy here in a minute. Let's do one more. Since we have the thing over here, it's already filled. It's already filled. Maybe I could put some more storage for fish over here. Ports. Fish can go over here too. All right. So they should bring over some of the fish from over there over to here maybe once they got some storage space. Let's see if it's full. Oh, it's at 16 of 16. Okay, that's why it's not getting more. It's full. Okay. That's all right. And then let's build another house then. Let's build another house. Now the water might be a capacity, but we do have a lot of storage for it. We produce quite a lot of water. Let's put a store residence over here maybe, like that. And we can still build around the back if we want to, or build a road from over here. Actually, it'd be nice to connect these 2 thoroughfares at some point. And over here too, we need to connect these 2 things. We can't ever get rid of this rock here, though, is the problem. So we're not gonna be able to connect it exactly. Maybe we can wind a road through here though. All right, construction's done on the residence. And that should be producing more power for us as long as we have enough food. Now let's take a look here to make sure food's okay. So food is in demand of, we need 6 per day. We have 5.3. So again, this could be a problem here in the near future. Coppicing is good. That's going to help us get some more stuff here. Now let's see if there's one that's related to agriculture here. That's a sapling growth speed. Wheat farming. We need the better workshop though to get these things. So the problem is when you move to the other workshops, it starts requiring these level 2 energies. Level 2 energies require more specific resources from, well, just about everything. We need coal. We need everything, a lot of different things. Armor and repair probably don't need to be happening right now. Science, getting research faster is probably a good idea for now. And mining is, mining speed is faster. Yeah, we'll get both of these things next then. cobble roads, and carry bots work faster on cobble roads. And they'll just look nice, I think, too. So let's line up some research. I think we can do cobble roads then. Oh, we don't have a, okay, this is letting us set up other workshops. I see. Okay. Never mind. We can't queue up anything. We just got to wait for it to be finished, which won't take long at all, I'm sure. Then again, I think we got to wrap up this episode. So let's pause right there. We'll come back next time. We're so close to boat building. We'll take into the high seas next episode pretty quickly, I think. We just need to do one more research and we got it. We have a pretty sustainable colony at the moment. Our resources are being met for the most part, with no big problems to worry about at the moment. But we'll keep an eye out for moving to tier 2 stuff is going to be the big question. A lot of stuff needs to happen at once for that one to work nicely. But we'll approach that next time. Thank you guys so much for checking out this episode of The Colonists, though. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. I'll leave a like if you enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you guys back next time for more.